Alright, what's cracking with it, everyone? Why the Pelicans, moving forward, are going to be the best team in the NBA in the next couple years. Alright, so they're young, they're developing, they're rebuilding their culture, which was pretty bad when AD was there. And they've got players throughout. And we're going to talk about why I think they're better than the Mavericks, they're better than the Celtics moving forward, they're better than anyone, and they're up and coming. Okay, start off, transition game. um Lonzo Ball, if you he can throw the ball as far as you want him to, and Zion, so they're a perfect fit in the transition game, right? They can run the pick and roll, and they will probably develop into running the pick and roll also for half court. So the transition game is just like off the charts. Everyone runs. I want to put Derek Favors on the bench, and I want to have a small lineup because you don't need his rebounding. Because you got Zion, Lonzo, Drew. You got plenty of dudes who can rebound. So I want to go a small, have Zion play the five, get a real power forward, and roll with that team. Probably switch the power forward like every year, just 1 year contract type things. And all right, so you would think like Zion and Lonzo, their issues they'd have issues in half court because they're stagnant and neither of them were really shooters at the beginning of the season. Well, Lonzo's became a shooter. Zion might. We don't need him to. We can put Zion on the block, and because you can have a big on the block still, but and then everyone else will just space the floor. So we'll get a power forward like Marcus Morris or someone like that to space the floor. You got Drew Holiday and Lonzo who can now shoot. I mean, Lonzo had 6 in a game, so don't tell me he can't shoot. So you got those guys also spacing the floor. So you got 3 dudes shooting, Zion on the block. You just give the ball to Brandon Ingram because he's a superstar and he's not great transition, but he fills the role for half court. So when you put it all together, it's a unit, and you have the half court offense and you have the transition offense. All right, what about defense? Well, you got a huge, very tall. He's a little skinny, but that's okay. I'll put on some muscle in Brandon Ingram, Drew Holiday, Lonzo Ball, probably the best defensive backcourt in the NBA. Zion, he's a very good defender. He's not a great defender. He might not ever be, but he'll be a very good defender. Probably be able to guard 2 through 5. So you'll be able to switch on all screens with that group. Plus, like, Marcus Morris would be like a dream scenario. But like the other dude I threw out is Kevin Love. That would be perfect if they could just like trade a pick, their next first year pick to the Cavs. The Cavs need first year picks. They're rebuilding. Oh, get Kevin Love. Perfect fit. And you would have him at the 4, Zion at the 5. They're going small, but they're not actually smaller than you. Oh, perfect. Okay, so defensively, like I think they're one of the best defensive teams in the league because they can guard 1 through 5. They have dudes you can switch, like you can switch it and make the other team adjust to you. So that, like, defensively, I think they're gonna be one of the best teams. Transition, you got Lonzo Ball and Zion Williamson. You're already the best transition team in the league because of that. Now the only question is the half court, and it's going to depend on how much Brandon Ingram develops. Because I think the plan in the half court game is going to just give him the ball, and Zion standing on the block, and everyone else spot up, and that should work. So yeah, hit me up with more video ideas, and yeah, peace. Subscribe if you want. I don't really care. If you do, hit the bell though. All right, yeah, bye.